hardware stuff today, it seems like. Drones and cameras. How about this first one? It's from an Acecore Technologies. It says, Acecore's next generation flagship drone is here. NOA has a payload capacity that leaves nothing to be desired and the endurance of an hour. Its 6 oversized Acecore rotors give NOA the edge over the competition. This thing is humongous. This is meant more for, I would say, probably huge film productions and stuff like that. Some of the other key features, it says it's weatherproof, ADS-B ready, and it's basically modular in its design. It is actually a long flying drone, 60 minutes. That's a really long time for a big drone, huh? The payload weight, it says max 20 kilograms, 6 brushless Acecore motors. Yeah, it's huge. So it even showed, I believe, they're carrying things like a red camera. So it's meant more, again, for high production value, I guess. It's kind of interesting how they say you could operate it under, for example, 25 kilograms, because in a lot of places that's kind of the threshold before it becomes a really complex operation for drones. So it's still using things like weight, for example, to determine regulations. Anyone actually interested in getting this drone? Again, it's humongous. I know people often say they want a higher quality camera. Would you go to this extent to use like a humongous one like this and attach like the best camera you can get? For me, portability is still a big factor, because if you're not going to bring it out, for example, then you're never going to use it. They often say even things like the best camera is the one that you're actually going to have with you. With that said, apparently there was a new camera announced today, and it says it was targeting vloggers. It's basically the Sony vlog camera, the ZV1. And it seems like it's a compact version of their RX series. And it's basically stripped down, as they say, targeting people like vloggers, or I guess people like myself who make videos like this. So it has most of the standard specs I guess you would expect in these types of cameras. 4K, for example. It has like a 1-inch sensor. The price is actually really interesting because it seems kind of, I guess, not that expensive compared to like, say, that RX7, for example. It was like, what, almost 1,700 Canadian or whatever, but this one is listing on the US prices for about like, what, 748 US, so it's not too bad. But it seems like the biggest controversy of this, if that's what you want to call it, is the lens size. It doesn't seem like it's that wide in general. Even from seeing some of the samples, it looks really tight. If you were putting this in front of your face, like you're just holding it kind of like how I'm holding this camera, it'd be really tight, not very wide. At the same time, I guess with some people they're saying it's perfectly fine if you have like something like a tripod that you actually keep the camera away, or you have like a long selfie stick. That seems to be the main debate. For me personally, it's not wide enough, because you would think, for example, a camera like this, you want it to be good in virtually as many situations as possible, not just like a talking head, so to speak. For example, someone in the room with a camera, like in that case, you might as well just get the bigger cameras, in my opinion, if that is the intent. So I don't know. I guess the price is right though for a lot of people. I still think a camera like this, like their action camera, is actually very useful with optical stabilization and all that. But yeah, it just seems like they completely abandoned it in terms of giving new models and stuff like that. Would you actually get something like this if you're looking for a new camera? I know there's supposed to be so many big releases coming up on the horizon. Things like that Canon R5 and all that. It makes you wonder if it's better to hold off for that if you were someone wanting to use it, I guess, like they said, to make vlogs and all that. I did get those extra Mavic Mini propellers, basically do like a replacement, because that's usually what I find gets rid of things like those motor overload stuff. It might be just the back one, but I just replaced them all just to be safe. Still waiting for like that ribbon and stuff for the Pro too. How about this as an example of, do you need a wide angle lens or not for even stuff like this? Yeah, I know it wouldn't be the same if the lens wasn't that wide.
Are you getting a picture of them?
Yep, it's a video.
I don't need me. I'm done.
Don't scare them.
I think the smaller gooses was this.
Oh, you're scaring the goose.
Hey, come over here. I guess.
Oh, watch out! When he hisses like that, that means he's afraid of you.
How you're just going close to them?
How? Because they saw me ever since they were a little baby.
I saw them when I was. You don't want to eat chicken. Purchase.
So sweet. Yeah.
Long goose. Can you touch them?
Never tried it.
You should. Then they just go to better day of the
Yeah,
They will sleep.
that's pretty smart, you know that?
Look, that guy sleep.
Oh, careful! I told you you do that.
You dare! I will copy you. Ah! You dare to try to eat me? I didn't even go close to them.
Is it? See? It is used to you, you know that. But I agree with both,
He's going
I told you, it's only if he's used to you.
Hey, playing time. Hey, are you eating him? Oh my! He's
Nhìn kỹ các cô.
Ôi, giỏi, lên liền chạy á, đủ. Cái tấm bao à?
Nó媽媽聲買。
係啦，攞幾多包？
兩個。
兩包。
兩個。
好啦好啦，我攞俾你啦嚇，得㗎嚇。好啦，我攞俾你啦。個賓館啊？
係啊。
今日你話你多謝你媽媽咯，得個靚仔嚇。
What is that?
拜拜，保重啊。
I had to come down here because my mom needed more stuff. You guys remember last time I came here, they were really, I guess, paranoid to the extreme with the virus. This time I talked in Chinese and stuff, I guess to make them feel more comfortable. I'll just say stuff, hey, do you remember me? He's like, yes, I do. Alright, see you guys later.